It's time now for Eye on Education. Well, if you want to get young students interested in learning about high tech and science, why not take it to their level, as in building their own video games, ninja style. Code Ninjas is the world's largest and fastest growing kids coding franchise, and it's gaining traction now in Indiana. In just 1 year, hundreds of Hoosier children have learned coding and STEM skills through Code Ninjas that could potentially lead them to careers in technology. Code Ninjas Greenwood owner and operator Josh Grow joins us now to explain how it all works. Josh, welcome.
Hi, how are you, Gary?
Good. STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. It's talked about all the time. It's everywhere you look. The need to really focus on that. And I know Code Ninjas, a big part of that is getting kids engaged, people engaged at a very young age. That's kind of central to the Code Ninjas model, right? Yeah,
absolutely. So typically we look to see kids that are ages 7 to 14 beginning in our dojo. We have a platform for any of the kids depending on age, so they can start out with our fundamentals or go straight into our Create program.
And as you look at it, I talked about bringing it to their level. Kind of video games is that part of the learning process?
Absolutely. I would have loved the opportunity when I was a kid to be able to create video games. That's all I ever wanted to do. Never had that opportunity. So I love that I'm able to offer that to kids through this game development platform. We teach multiple different languages, including JavaScript, C#, and Lua. And there are a ton of different camp opportunities in the summer as well.
Yeah, why is it so important when you're talking about technology and coding to engage young people at a young age, to really start early?
Yeah, of course. So it teaches kids resilience. It teaches them critical thinking. It helps with their logic and reasoning. I mean, there is pretty much no end to the benefits to learning STEM at an early age.
Yeah, talk about the experience, if you will. As you mentioned, you're dealing with kids 7 to 14. So if I'm a 7-year-old, I come there. What's the experience like? And is it a continuum? Is it a continual type process that would continue on maybe for several years?
Yeah, of course. So the standard program you can see from start to graduation is about 2.5 years on average. We've only been open for a year, so we don't have that completion yet. But when the kids come in, they will start with our fundamentals program if they're on the younger age, which teaches Scratch. It's a program that's offered through MIT. It's drag and drop code editing, so it's a very cool way for kids to learn the program without having to know the actual coding aspect. And then they'll move on to JavaScript from our 1st to 4th belt, Lua in the 5th belt, and then the final belts will use Unity 3D and C#.
So very tech intensive. Is this starting at a young age? I assume there's the possibility that this could spark a technology career down the road. I mean, who knows where things go, but you start early like that could engage that and start that process as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We have some kids, one of our kids, she's awesome. She came in wanting to be part of NASA. Another one wants to own his own software company. We're talking like 7 to 10-year-olds. These kids are amazing.
Yeah, we mentioned Code Ninjas is a franchise operation. Your operation in Greenwood, there's also Carmel, Fishers, Northwest Indiana, and Crown Point, West Lafayette. Do you sense with this push to get, to fill that STEM pipeline, if you will, that this model and others like it are going to be important to making that happen?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if there is one thing that you can say, it's that kids like video games. So if you want to combine them in with the STEM side, put video games in front of them, teach them how to make them, it's going to make that screen time awesome. It's going to make them have a good time, and they're going to want to come back.
All right. Code Ninjas, Josh Grow, the owner and operator of the Greenwood location. Coming up on a year, 250 kids so far. STEM, obviously very important. Josh, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Gary.